guys, my name is Sadie, and today I'm going to be talking about something that everyone seems to have, a fidget spinner. And I also have one. You probably just sit there, mindlessly, spinning it over and over, maybe switching to the other hand, spinning it, maybe using your other hand to spin it. There's more to that, you know. Because people have come up with tricks for these, even though they're meant for people who suffer with ADHD or ADD. But who cares? Let's find out what some of those tricks... Ow! Well, I can see that this is going to go really well. Finger balance.
Okay guys, so one of the first things that we're going to want to learn is the basic finger balance. You can balance it on your thumb, you can balance it on your pointer finger, you can balance it on,
I lost it. Where did it go? Oh, I found it. Found it. Alright.
Any finger, of course. It's just getting down the balance, and even you can see a little rotation here, kind of playing with it, getting familiar with having it move around on your fingers. Alright, so a different type of hold we have here is called the finger point balance. Instead of it resting on the pad of your finger, it's actually going to be resting on the very tip or the point of your finger.
Okay. Oh, I did it. I did it. I didn't do it. This is magic. This isn't physics. Oh, that's wonderful.
A lot of times people will spin their spinners on a pencil, so it's almost kind of like in that same regard as spinning it on a pencil, except it's on the very tip of your finger. So the tip of the finger, not the pad like normally, but rather the tip. Alright, the next thing that we're going to want to learn about is changing planes. Now this is very easy. You're holding it on one finger on one plane, and then you're flipping it over and holding it on the other plane. It could be on any finger you want. It's just the simple process of being comfortable with switching planes and being able to balance it where you switch to. Okay guys, this one's pretty easy. Basically changing hands. You know, you might have it rested in one position on one hand. You can simply put your finger on it and switch it over, so now that it's resting on the other if you'd like. Switching to the thumb, the pointer, you can do two fingers like here. You can do two fingers up there if it fits. It's just the process of being able to change hands comfortably with the spinner. Alright guys, this one's pretty easy. We're just simply changing fingers. So it's having the spinner on one finger and then sneaking in another finger that you want to transfer it over to, and then just letting the other finger go away. Transferring it back and forth from one finger to the other finger, always having two fingers on the spinner. Okay everybody, let's talk about the different types of transfers that we have here with the spinner. Basically ways that we can get this through the air from one hand to the other hand. The first transfer that we have that we see most common is the flat finger. Basically resting the spinner on the flat finger, having it fly through the air and transferring it into another hand or even the same hand, being able to pop it through the air. Now the second is the pinch grip. You're basically just pinching the spinner. You're again throwing it through the air and grabbing it with the other hand pinched, or you're grabbing it in the same hand. So we've got the flat and we've got the pinch grip for ways of transferring the spinner. Okay, and here we see the pinch grip in action, just basically tossing it back and forth with a nice pinch on the spinner.
Alright, let's do this. Let's get this. One of my fingers cracked.
Now, flat fingered can be a little bit more challenging. The first thing you want to do to practice is just try doing some small hops with the finger. Don't go too crazy. Just try to get a little bit of air if possible, just a tiny little bit, and keep the spinner moving the entire time. This is going to be one of the harder ones, and even harder than the pinch grip transfer. So keep practicing. I know you guys will get it. Just start with small hops to begin.
Alright. Can do this, yeah? Yeah. Can't do this? No. Did you see where that went? I didn't see where that went. It's here. Get in. Okay. Bounce. Oh. Nah. I am done. I don't even care anymore. I'm doing it. I did a jump. I'm doing jumps. Right, let's try. I had it for a second then. Oh. You saw that. You definitely saw that. I did it.
Now that we've worked on some of the basics, we're going to get into a little bit more movement with our tosses and get into some bigger tosses in general.
Great. What? We've gone from that into that.
Alright guys, now as you can see, the spinner is vertical, it goes up vertical, and then you grab it with the pinch grip. It's going to take a little bit of time to get, but I think after a few hours you should be able to get a simple toss in.
Well, that went well. gonna do this time. I think I just made a hole in my door. I bet that took him like 5 tries to do it. You know what? I'm going to try next one. See if that's any better.
So basically this is just an expansion of the previous one. You're doing the underarm toss and then you're also adding a little bit of a drop in after. So you can create a combo with any 2 moves you want. This is just the first 2 that kind of go together, and that's a natural progression for learning the next step of the toss. And so when you've practiced at this for quite a while and you really want to up your game and challenge yourself, then I'm going to go ahead and challenge you to go for the Spinnercraft Special. This is the ultimate, of course, behind the back move.
What? Ow, my back. Oh! You've got the mirror there, so you might be able to see what's going on. But I can't. I can just about catch it when it comes back. I can't even throw it over my shoulder. Right. Ah, my finger. I'm gonna try the underarm once more. And it's gonna go terribly. Whoa, that's going really fast. No! You know what, I was gonna make it cool by editing out all the failed ones, but I've just tried for like 10 minutes and none of them have worked. So... I was gonna be cool. Okay. Stop judging. Hope you enjoyed that video. Click here for something that I'll edit in later. And click here to subscribe. And I'll see you lot in the future. Woo!